I mean, that's the nice thing about this, is that the character is so inept and so unrefined that's the whole battle. It's not so much the beauty pageant that this film is about. It's like, how are they going to take this Clydesdale and turn her into somebody that could somewhat pass in the background for someone who's a contestant.
That's right, grab your crowns, because it's time for our rewind of the week, Miss Congeniality. Oh my God, you have one.
I always have a tiara prepared. Who doesn't?
You look even better than Sandra Bullock did in this 2000 comedy classic.
New Jersey, welcome.
The amazing film starring Sandra Bullock, like you mentioned, but also Michael Caine, Benjamin Bratt, William Shatner, Ernie Hudson, and Candice Bergen. And was a box office hit, grossing $212 million worldwide. Sandra Bullock also won a Golden Globe for Best Actress for this movie, which is amazing because these types of movies usually don't get the kind of awards love that it deserves. And of course, spawned a sequel, Miss Congeniality 2, Armed and Fabulous, in 2005.
One of the biggest things that has ever come out of Miss Congeniality is it now has its own holiday. It made April 25th a pretty damn big deal. And that was all thanks to Miss Rhode Island, played by the lovely actress Heather Burns, and this iconic moment.
Describe your perfect date.
That's a tough one. I'd have to say April 25th, because it's not too hot, not too cold. All you need is a light jacket.
I will say that thank you to William Shatner, because one year on April 25th, he actually tweeted the real meaning behind the reason why that date was picked, and that is because the film's director's wife was born on April 25th, so that's a sweet little love note Easter egg that was hidden in the movie.
I had no idea.
Heather also learned how to twirl batons so that she could do that as her talent on stage. Spoiler alert, they did have to bring in a stunt double for when it was the flaming fire batons, her little sexy dance. But I just thought it was great that she really committed to the role, both in sweetness and in skills.
Benjamin Bratt, who played her partner Eric, was almost not in the movie because Matt Dillon from Something About Mary was that role, and then he dropped out shortly before filming.
I'm so glad about this. I do not think that Matt Dillon can hold a candle to Benjamin Bratt, and I would not have felt that same kind of like chemistry and electricity between the two of them, so I am all here for this. And so was Sandra Bullock. She was thrilled when Matt actually dropped out. Here's what she had to say.
Everything was nicely in place, and yeah, except for Benjamin. And then we got him at the last second. We sort of waited because he was there. We wanted him at the beginning, but then he was in Belize filming, and we're like, ugh, and we sort of went in the big circle. It was like one of those things, do you wait? Do you wait? Do you just screech it to the last second? And we did. But it was totally worth it.
And you know who was actually Miss Congeniality was Sandra Bullock herself. Sort of. She was voted most likely to brighten your day in her high school yearbook.
I really do want world peace.
That's
Apparently.
really sweet. I was voted that too, but then I got two of them, so I picked most outgoing, if you couldn't tell.
I got voted nothing.
One of my favorite scenes in the movie is when Gracie is stuffing her dress, her bra, with donuts so that she can try and sneak out of there and snack on them later. And you can actually see her in the background of the scene while Benjamin Bratt is arguing. You can see her putting them in there, and I never noticed it before. E.T. was actually on set of that moment, and they were having so much fun kind of like playing around with the little inserts, as you'll say. So Ash, I watched The Real Housewives of Dallas. And even I had no idea that one of the housewives herself, Leanne Locken, is actually in Miss Congeniality. That's right. She plays one of the contestants who makes like the balloon animals. And she like walks on the stage, and she's just so excited during the talent competition, just making balloon animals. Apparently it's her favorite thing that she's ever been part of, including Real Housewives. So you know what? You do you, Leanne Locken.
Let's get a little sexy here because there is a wrestling scene between Sandra Bullock and Benjamin Bratt. We love to see it. And there were no stunt actors used in this scene. And it took 12 hours to film, according to Benjamin Bratt.
Something that Sandra did not want in the movie. She hated it with a passion of 1,000 suns. was the iconic swimsuit scene. And actually, when E.T. caught up with her, Sandy explained what she really thought about it.
Now, will you do swimsuit competition in the movie? Reluctantly, yes. That was a huge bone of contention for me. I was trying to get it written out so many times, and it's in the script.
Apparently, Michael Caine, in order to get him on board, they had to rewrite some of the script, like a pretty major rewrite in order to get Michael Caine in, because
I am the best.
They needed to just basically beef up his role in order to get the iconic Michael Caine to sign on.
My God, I am good.
Also, one of my favorite things is that a large part of the beauty pageant audience was made up of cardboard cutouts. Very 2020, like baseball game, kind of like ahead of its time moment.
Oh yeah, because now we see that all the time. Well, we got to talk about the candy bar almost kiss scene. You want to kiss me. So apparently the pair was indeed supposed to smooch in that scene, and the director filmed the scene with them kissing, and then they also filmed a version where Eric leans in for the kiss and then instead bites a candy bar, and that's the one that made the film.
You think I'm gorgeous? You want to kiss me?
That was all ad-libbed, and they thought that she was having so much fun on set that they just, of course, had to keep it in the movie. But like we've been showing you, E.T. was with Sandra Bullock on set, and she was actually a producer of Miss Congeniality, and she was really instrumental in the plot and how this came about. And here's what she had to say about how movies like this need to be made much more often.
Through the years, I'd always looked for something that had a lot of physical comedy and was sort of the great fish out of water story, having to do something that they would never normally do. And I think for girls, I didn't read a lot of script for women that had that sort of humor. It was always like, we're supposed to keep it together and look relatively attractive.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Stream Queens, but we want to know, of all the amazing picks we gave you guys for this weekend, which one are you definitely going to be checking out? Let us know.
Yes, use that hashtag StreamQueens, and then also let us know which other rom-coms you would like to see be featured this month on our Rewinds of the Week. We are gearing up for Valentine's Day, so we want to have all those rom-com classics. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.